Hello, Mama Cass. I'm still shiny hunting for this Magikarp. Hopefully I'll get there soon. Kind of nice if it does. I've done all the off-game, off-stream things, so there's a thing where, I think I told you earlier, where you do like obstacle courses and you can get these things called colourful screws, and then you can get like extra XP bonus. Definitely worth doing for a speedrun type challenge like we're doing. But yeah, I've just done all them. So I've got an increase in XP and an increase in Mega Shards, which can allow me to buy XP candies, which will level up my Pokemon. But I mean, shouldn't be too bad. Other than side quest things, I basically just need to keep going with the main story. But yeah, in order to progress the story, I sort of need to get more shiny Pokemon on my team, level it up a bit. So I'm hoping for the Magikarp, so I can then get Gyarados, and then we'll sort of see from there, because after that point I've got a ground type, which is good against electric Pokemon, which is one of the battles we're going to be up against. And then I've got a water well, hopefully this will be the water type I get, which will put me in a really good spot. It's good against fire type, which is one of the final battles anyways. Yeah. Yeah, funny enough, on my other save of this game, I managed to complete the game today. Ended up getting 2 shinies throughout my playthrough. So, not actively hunting for them, I found 2 of them. And an Eevee and a... ooh, what are they called? Carbink. Yeah. The end game's really cool for this game, but I mean, I'm probably going to be trying to get through it as fast as possible. But there's a lot of post game, so after you finish the story, there's a lot of stuff to do. So a lot of side quests to complete. A lot of other there's like another tournament sort of thing afterwards. So yeah, quite a bit to do. Catch a few of the legendary Pokemon. But I don't need to worry about that because I can't get those as shinies. So, and once I beat the game, I'll beat the game. So I can explain the whole process to you. So the constant resetting allows Pokemon to respawn in this whole area. So essentially what happens is I do this reset. Hopefully if it spawns. And now once I'll go into the gate, any Pokemon that spawns, so it shows up, is now re-rolled, and if it's a shiny, it's a shiny. But it's the quickest way of resetting your spawns in order to get your shiny. There's other methods you can use, like there's the bench methods, which involves using the bench to skip the time. But this is one of the fastest ones. I could sit at the game and constantly spam it, but it wouldn't spawn as much Magikarp. Basically, I've got a really good chance of spawning Magikarp because it's the most predominantly spawned Pokemon in this zone. Yeah, so essentially all I'm doing is resetting the Pokemon, running through, checking if they're shiny. If not, then do the reset again until I basically get a shiny. Quickly just going to double check. What is it? So I could check. Magikarp also does spawn here, so we'll see how this spawn is. However, there is a lot more spawns there. But essentially, the reason why this works, this one would possibly work, is because the Magikarp are probably higher level. Okay, so we've got quite a few Magikarp. Let's see what's up here. This is one of the main other locations I can shiny hunt Magikarp. This turns into a wild zone later on. However, I can basically get a guaranteed Magikarp if I constantly reset. Wait, no, that might not work. Okay, No, yeah, that would not work, as Magikarp doesn't spawn during the night. Or it does, but it might spawn another Pokemon instead. So we can check that. The only problem with this reset, which is the bench method, is it takes a lot longer to respawn everything. So we've got Magikarp, Magikarp, so I could do this. It's not really a good reset point. So the Magikarp there are level 14, which I'm guessing the other ones will probably be a lot less because it's the second wild zone. Ooh. I thought that was okay, so they're about half a level. You can sort of do both, but you've got to switch around a bit, and one method takes a lot longer than the other one, so the only benefit would be I'd be possibly waiting longer at the Wild Zone 6 because of the reset method. But they probably won't be as strong in Wild Zone 2, so it's a tricky one. But our safest bet is probably to catch one here and then level it up. Something else I'm going to check is what Pokemon are required in side quests to exchange, as it would make it very easy to get like side quests done, which can in turn give me more XP and stuff. So I'm going to quickly check on that. Okay, well, I've already done the Pikachu one. Another one is Ekans. Alright, if I save quickly. Come out of that quickly. Save my game time. So Ekans. So Ekans is one. Skiddo is one. All forms of Flabébé. Slurpath. Body one I've already done. All three of the monkeys. I need Abra. Slowpoke. looking for a cooling pad for car. He's over hot, but it's New Year's tomorrow, so not many deliveries. Might have to pop in a shop. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea for that one. I've got a little list of Pokemon I'll make sure I hold on to just for later missions. I'll put that profile. Let's check the main mission 6. Which means these are the only ones I've done, so I need to keep Badoo. Let's catch Ekans at the moment. Okay, so if we go to zone 4, I can complete a side quest now. Gives us 5, which is pretty good. Pretty good fire type move. And now if we go let's go magenta sector. So I need to head over this way. Go. That gives us some stuff then. Right, okay, so we got Ekans done. Pretty much no point in doing any more, as we don't need any of them yet. However, if we go for you, so we're gonna select this. Is this an extra large one? I don't know. Star. Oh yeah, we need a Starmie, not a Staryu, and that. So we're gonna move all of them into box 8. So these are our Pokemon that we need for side quests soon. And then this one there. That can go there. So Staryu could be evolved, but however I can catch Starmie at a later date, and I can't battle it to gain any XP, so that'll be there. Okay, so this one's not the right one. Alright, sweet. So these are to transfer, as we don't need anything to do with them anymore. And those for later side quests, just to get free rewards, basically. Unfortunately, this is one of our shinies that we got in the last stream, which we need to transfer at some point, or release. Alright, so that was an easy side quest. Should probably be the same time as we could go. One thing I'm also going to check is if there's any other side missions we can do. In order to get some extra EXP candies and stuff. So you can go to this one. Hello, Torelli. Still shiny hunting Magikarp. I've been saving something for you, as you might well know. Still on this one. However, I have also completed the game on another save. So yeah, just sort of trying to play the game now. Yeah, still with the Digger's Bee. No, well, I had that Trubbish, which you're gonna watch me release now. Unfortunately, it was in the same area. So this is my box where I have Pokemon that I can put into quests. Yeah, this is the third shiny. So obviously my first shiny was Bunnelby. Now it's Diggersby, and then I caught the Trubbish, which I'm not allowed to use. So bye, Ben. It was really nice knowing you. It wasn't. But, yeah, just currently doing some side quests to get some extra XP candies. I might as well do it. Then maybe along the way I might find a shiny. You never know. Yeah. Alright, well, I need to, because I wasn't thinking straight, and I need to get a Pokemon that knows a water move in order to move all of that. Great. Unless this one somehow has a water move, which I highly doubt. Magikarp obviously knows a water type move, but oh, Barnacle should. I do not want a shiny Badoo. I'm rather okay. Alright. Why did I just throw a random ball? Yes, water gun, that's what exactly what I needed. Okay, so what I need to do is go back here. is up here. Oh, I forgot. They just basically make you run around like a knobhead. It's basically you need to collect all of them, yeah. Well, I don't think it's even random. It's you collect all of them, and then the last one decides to be the right one. Well, I thought that it would be a specific one, but it's not. You have to go through all of them just to find the right one. It's actually not even random. They just make it so your life's a lot harder. Look, this is suddenly going to be the right one. Yay! Yeah. Basically, the game just doesn't like players. Get out of here. Boom. Now I need to go back here. Feed Fennekin a twig, and hopefully they will shut up and then give us some rewards. Yeah. I don't want a Fennekin. I would rather a shiny one. So the only good thing is if it knows a move that I might need as a HM slave, but highly doubt it. I guess it knows fire type moves, so it might be worth having just for TM slave sort of stuff. Alright, so that's all the side missions I can do until I progress the story. I mean, I guess I could do another one actually. It's another one in... There's another one here, which is a scaffolding course. And that can give me some extra candies. Go on, I'll take my Pokeballs back as well. Gosh. Basically just got to beat this thing. Oh no. Mess that one up. Ugh. I was almost there after already failing. How do I manage to roll off of the bloody course? Yeah, go on. I'll do it again. Those EXP candies are like crack to the Pokemon, so kinda need it. It's how quick do I do it? And we gotta go on a wild goose chase. I remember I tried playing this course already on my other save and was raging at the last course. So there's 3 courses and the last one was so bad. It's like not even hard, it's just incredibly frustrating. How did I do this one first time, but not the other one? Wow. Incredible. Which one did he want us to do? Or is this the one where... It's all the way over there. Alright. Yeah, this one I've been raging for absolutely no reason, and I don't know, I took about 20 attempts doing it last time, so hopefully I get it now. Done it first time as well. How did I fail the first one, which is supposed to be the easiest one, and first time both of the harder ones? Yeah, I get Froakie. Way. Yeah. I rolled off the edge. I also just wondered, why does Froakie know a ghost type move? That makes no sense. Alright, well, I don't need this for any time yet, so... Alright, so I've done all the side quests that give me anything or that I can do at the moment. I could do another one which is defeating a few trainers, but I don't really think there's much point. I don't think there's much point until I have a better team so I can get the XP from it, otherwise I'm just wasting XP. Although, to be fair, if I check here... Yeah, so basically I'll get more XP in total if I were to have more Pokemon in my party while doing these trainer battles. So there's really no point in doing them yet, even though they give XP candies. So I might as well just shiny hunt. But lucky, I think... Yeah, I've got quite a few candies now. So until I progress the story, which is the next rank up battle, there's nothing else for me to do other than shiny hunt. It might also be worth looking at what the lineup is for my next battle. If I can remember, it's fairly easy. Just depends on what Pokemon you got. Okay, so it's worth knowing poison. So I sort of need poison, steel, and rock. So poison, steel, rock. If I check this out quickly. So poison steel, rock moves, fire, electric, ice, flying for Pavilion. So technically if I get Gyarados, that makes it alright for Pavilion. And then I need some form of poison or steel, although Gyarados does also learn a steel type move. So I should be alright if I get a Gyarados. Let me just save quickly. Yeah, so ideally I need poison steel or something that can, you know, do that sort of damage. Gyarados is obviously a flying type. I believe he also does learn rock moves, so he's completely sorted for Pavilion, but he also goes against 2 fairy type Pokemon, which will absolutely demolish Gyarados. So. I know I want Gyarados on my team because the strongest water type. Strongest water type really in the game. Like, it's not even funny how good he is, and possibly a fairy type at some point. Yeah, so Gyarados learns dark type, water type, flying type, steel type, so it's definitely worth it to some degree. Like, it's got a wide range of uses. Dark type is good against shadow types, weak to fairy types. Hopefully we can get Pokemon with like a mixture of moves, if you know what I mean. If you level them up enough, they can sort of deal with the dual type weaknesses, which is just coming down to how prepared you are. The main goal is to keep our Pokemon healed at all times, otherwise we're struggling. I just don't want to lose any of them. If I do get a Gyarados, I am definitely naming it Torelli. Yeah, I think Gyarados also learns a rock type move via HM. Yeah, I think if I get either a Gardevoir or a Magikarp, it's definitely getting named after you, because those are the main 2 Pokemon I've heard you talk about. To be fair, Gardevoir and a Gyarados is an amazing combination. Like, if you had to pick 2 Pokemon you wanted to throw in a battle, it would definitely be them 2. Obviously, without going into, oh, I'm just going to get a Sula Legendary, because they are overpowered as hell. To be fair, I do need an extra large Magikarp for a quest later on in the game, like for a side quest. But I'll worry about that when it gets to it. It's just for the Pokemon I decide to catch randomly. Are you still hunting Dratini? Or I still want to. Yeah, I think that one's gonna take you a while. Like, also, if you wanted to know, on my other save file, I beat the game today, and I've done it in, I think, 33 minutes. Bloody hell, that'd be crazy. 33 hours. 5 hours of Dratini hunting, Jesus. To be fair, I'm probably close to about 2 hours on just Magikarp, which isn't looking good. But, yeah, so I beat the game on, obviously, no rules or anything, no challenge. 33 hours. Which is insane when you think about it, because you and me nearly completed Scarlet and Violet in a 30 hours, which is incredible. Yeah, just paint one purple. That'll do the job. Yeah, well, I I did not complete it. To be fair though, one of the main things against us in this game as well, compared to Scarlet and Violet, is you had things like outbreaks, sparkling power sandwiches, so you don't get all those benefits to decreasing shiny odds. Or increase in shiny, what should we call it? Whereas here we are basically not forward shiny, but it's the standard shiny. At least until you get the shiny charm, which is, well, good luck with that. By the time you do that, you could have completed the game. Funny, while I was doing my other playthrough of the game, I was thinking that Rogue Megas were going to be quite a bit hard, but technically, if you have moves that you're able to use the Mega Energy on, and they're super effective because you're actually not too bad on. Right, you don't need to Mega Evolve every battle. You can just pretty much use the G+ moves. I'm curious if I run back to that bench area like I did last time, but I'll find another Trubbish. Because if I do, oh my god, I'll be so disappointed. It's literally like the only area that I'm actively hunting in is in the same segment as the other one I got. So I didn't even have anything crossing over where I could possibly get 2 cool shinies. Sort of hoping that this shiny Magikarp will come along soon. That scared me then, the Magikarp wasn't spawning. I was like, oh no, please don't despawn. Well, we didn't have a mysterious shiny in the channel anymore. Oh yeah, during my other playthrough, completely not shiny hunting at all, I ended up finding an Eevee, which I turned into Umbreon, as it's one of my favourites, and a Carbink, which is a funny Pokemon to get shiny. really wish they would make a shadow type Eevee evolution. I think that would be so awesome. But at this point, when you've made so many different Eevee evolutions, you kind of need to complete them all. You need to make all of them. If something could just shine in the moment, it'd be lovely. I think even Barnacle would be alright because it learns poison. I think it's got a few poison moves. Knows rock type moves and knows water type moves. So it's still not a bad shout for the first matchup that I need to do. To be honest, the worst thing that could probably happen to me right now is if I got a Badoo, because none of my next matchup requires a Badoo. Unless it's like the smallest chance, because it's a grass type, or I know a poison type move. But even then, that'll only get me so far. Badoo as well is a very subpar Pokemon. So we'll come out here. Let's have a look through. Have a quick look through what Pokemon I can go for. Right, so we got if we can look for something poison still, we've got till zone 6 to catch something. So ideally we want to go for something that's poison or steel because it will hit 2 of the Pokemon, both fairy types, and there's a lot of fairy types in the game. So if we can go for something like that, that would do us very well. I guess we got so we've got Weedle, so we've got Weedle, which is a poison type. We got we do have an electric type move that we can teach Weedle. So technically we could do hit on the electric type, do on the poison type, and I got Kakuna, which Kakuna knows Kakuna knows a steel type move, electric move, and poison moves. Beedrill. So Beedrill knows poison, bug, a dark type move, ground. So poison, bug. Poison, bug, steel, electric. Okay. No Dratini. Damn. Okay, so we could learn Sludge Bomb, but it's level 32 Maple Research. Toxic is also a decent move, no? Okay, so Beedrill is found in Wild Zone 15. Yeah, but I just sort of need something that can hit all of the didn't hit a lot of weaknesses, because Kakuna is only weak to a certain amount, so what I'm thinking is it might be worth getting. Yeah, but as well, unfortunately, two of the Pokemon that Yvonne has in this game are Fairy, which just basically will tear my Digger speed to, like, in half. So basically my Digger speed will do absolutely nothing to it. So what I'm gonna do is Kakuna has quite a lot of spawns. could go for a B drill straight away. However, B drill, I would imagine, is quite a bit above my my threshold for being able to control Pokemon. So we'll have a look at that. Technically, I can search it up. Yeah. $25. So yeah, just can't do it. Sort of what I'm thinking of, because Kakuna's a lot easier to find than Beedrill is, and I don't think Beedrill has any good spawns necessarily. So if I do, hello JJ. I'm on roughly 12.5 hours. So not too bad. I'm just sort of devising a plan on how I'm going to tackle everything. Well, I've looked at Kakuna or / Beedrill, and there's multiple ways I could get one. So there's one in Zone 2, but the chance I get one in Zone 2, especially with needing a Magikarp from there for Gyarados, makes me think it's not worth it. So I could try and hunt for one in another sector. There's also an alpha one. In the magenta sector, which could be worth. Okay, we'll have a look at Alpha Kakuna. I think so we've got Alpha Kakuna that I can get at level 20. I don't think I can get Alpha Beedrill at something I can control. However, we can check. Alpha Beedrill is level 51, but it's in zone 15, so I wouldn't be able to get it anyways. And I think it only spawns as individual spawns elsewhere. So just sort of need to find out what Kakuna naturally spawns at in a random spawn sort of thing. Game data. So if I look for it's a good point actually. I'm going to check as well at what HMs Diggersby can learn, as there could be some pretty good moves that I can find. Luckily ground type is a very good type to have, but it's also part normal type, which can off balance things a little. That can weak to water, grass, which is very common types anyways. So Diggersby learns ground types, obviously dark, somehow a flying type move, and then learned by HM, can do loads of fighting moves, electric, ice. Oh yeah, this is the wrong save. Yeah, this is currently my team on this one. Let's do this one. Boom. So Diggersby can learn Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch. So a lot of fighting moves: ice, fire, electric. Can learn a psychic type move and a steel type move. A bug type move as well. So it's good for typing, but it's not, maybe not the best for like overall base stats. Also Diggersby will so Diggersby doesn't know any rock type moves. Yeah, no, just one, which is Stone Edge, which can be found in a fairly decent spot. So if I go for that rock move, I can learn a few poison moves, and okay, I think I can do this with just TMs. So rock slide, ice, rock slide's only through Mabel Research, so is ice punch. So poison, steel, rock. Diggersby can bug type move, which there isn't much point to be fair. Wild charge, gunk shot, which you get later in the game. Okay, so this one, maybe research, maybe research, maybe research, maybe research, maybe research. Okay, so I can find iron heads, stone edge, wild charge, and gunk shot is by progressing for the game. Okay, so I can get a few different TMs. In order to have super effective moves against the next battle. Thing is, I don't want to be going into late game with Pokemon that have, like, I don't want to be going into late game with just Diggersby. If I look as well, change moves, rock smash, yeah, so none of the ones that I currently know have any use. Ah, electro web. Quick ball. You don't mind quick balls. I believe it may be on the roof, which means I have to point the wheel. Currently up there. We just get that. We can't get Iron Head, which is, I guess, alright. Stone Edge is obtained here. So there's a risky jump we are not taking. That one's not spawned. You can get... Okay, so we can't get the other one either because we need to have a rotoglide, which is near impossible. So that means another rethink of strategy. Okay, so we're going to go for Beedrill. I don't want to pay Arceus. Okay, so we're going to go for another spot. We could either find out what Beedrill's level is here in this other spot, and see if we can catch it, because our limit is 25, level 25, or we'll catch it as Kakuna and go from there. Okay, so I need to travel to here. The best option's probably there. Getting up there.
Yeah.
Nice. So we could do this bench reset, and we have Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill. It's gonna take a little while, but seems like a pretty solid option. Beedrill is level 14, and any of the other ones are okay as well. Thank you for doing. Yeah, I'll let you know whenever I get something, or if I do. Have some good sleep.